Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well and having a great day. So here we are with another message for whoever's watching here. These are collective messages for whichever collective might be watching, whether there's 5 of you or 105 of you. Whoever's meant to see this message, there should be, or whoever's watching, there should be a message in here for you of some sort. Okay, if you are watching at the time of me doing this video, please note that I'm actually busy traveling at the moment, so these were pre-recorded for you. And if you do need to get hold of me, there will be my email in the description box. I can't guarantee when I'll answer you back, but I will answer back as soon as I can. If you have any inquiries or anything like that, my Etsy shop is on holiday mode, but you can still have a look at my reviews and everything there. So let's just see what's going on today. If you're new here, ooh, very welcome. And if you are a regular, welcome back. Thank you very much for your ongoing support. Okay, so I usually start with a bit of scrying from the smoke. Let's see what we come up with. Oh, I thought so. That's about you. Okay, this is about breaking a pattern. This is about something that might be karmic, and I'm getting this theme a lot with people where there's certain patterns or habits that we've been battling to break, and it could be literally beyond this lifetime. If you believe in past lives or reincarnation, it feels as if there's a pattern either really from early in your life or even before that has been difficult to break. I was actually drawn to pick the past life deck, and I've been told to take one card from that and one card from this, which is your energy oracle. And it's something that does need cleansing. I feel like I need to have a lot of smoke. I've got to do a lot of cleansing here, where usually I'll just leave the smoke to kind of do its thing. I feel like I need to create a lot. So it could be that somebody needs to do a bit of a cleansing in their home. Not necessarily that you have anything bad there, but just, you know, freshen the energy, uplift the spirits a little bit, get rid of heavy energy. Maybe you've been having a very heavy schedule, or there's been a bit of arguing in the home or something like that. It doesn't always have to be dark and dubious, you know. So yeah, I just feel like I need to do a lot of smoke, which is usually a sign of needing some cleansing around us. You could also take a nice salt bath if you feel like you need to get rid of some negative energy, or you can have a shower where you do a salt scrub on your body and rinse it all off, and imagine it all going down the drain. When you let the bath water out or you let the shower water out, be mindful of it going down the drain. So you're rinsing all of that negativity off your body. After you have a bath as well, try to rinse if you can, because obviously salt can be a bit drying, but rinse with the intention of having the visualization of rinsing all the negativity off of you. Maybe you're just feeling a bit negative at the moment. Okay. You can also use sound. Sound is very important. And you can even look on YouTube for something like a negativity home cleansing frequency or something like that. Just to play in the background, you know, get the vibes lifted up a bit. It feels like that's really what somebody needs here. It's like you just need to do that to cleanse the heaviness you feel a bit, you know, and that heaviness can make us a bit aggravated or frustrated, and then we feel like we take it out on our family and friends, and it's not a good space to be in. So maybe you're just feeling a little bit icky, which is not surprising, because at the time of doing this video, we're in Mercury retrograde. We've also just come out of a full moon eclipse, so It's people do have the tendency to have heavy energies that they're dealing with that are usually working their way out. But in order for them to work their way out, we do have to feel them. It doesn't just magically dissipate. We usually have to have a good cry or shout at somebody or something of the sort. Okay, so I was told I need one card from this deck, and I think I'm just going to cut this deck. One more shuffle, and then I'm going to cut the deck. It's not this card, it's this card. Okay. A scribe or writer. Maybe someone's got some writer's block. Okay. This one I don't need to shuffle. The world. All right. So for some people, this is a work-life balance issue. So that means when we are all work and no play, it makes for a very dull person and a dull life. And I feel like this is what this is talking about. I've got the scribe or the writer. This also, in context with regards to past life energies, talks about this person that's, that this reading is for, being a scribe or a writer in a past life. So having good literary skills, maybe even being encouraged to pursue this if you never have before. If you do it as a hobby, maybe you need to look at publishing your own book. It's pretty easy to do these days. Maybe there's a story that you need to tell. And then we have the world. This is about expanding our horizons and realizing that it's not time to play small. The world is your oyster. There are so many things beyond your current circumstances or beyond your current understanding or beyond your imagination. So it's about thinking out of the box. And I feel like there needs to be balance brought here. So if you are someone who does work very much, maybe you are a writer, a publisher, a teacher, anything to do with literature, or putting messages out there as well. This feels like work-life balance, like we're not giving ourselves time out, so maybe you need a bit of a break. Maybe that's where the negativity is coming from, the relentless rat race or the relentless struggle, or you're feeling frustrated because you can't think of what you need to. I feel like the inspiration comes when we do something different. Go and have a coffee with a friend, go and walk out in the garden, go take your dog for a walk, whatever. Go watch the birds in the trees outside for a while. You need 10 minutes of something like that to reawaken this this energy within us. So I feel like there's a writer's block or inspiration block, and that can be inspiration for anything: cooking, baking, painting, getting your children's work marked. If you're a teacher, we struggle to get things done when we lack that inspiration, and getting out into nature or thinking out of the box or expanding ourselves a little bit helps with that. So this is about needing to do something different and being okay with it, not saying, I can't do that, I've got too much work, because that is making things worse. There's no balance here, all right? I'm talking to two different collectives here. The one where they could be needing to pursue this, and maybe you are pursuing it really hard and you feel like you're stuck. But I feel like if you're not doing something creative that you feel that you've been drawn to do, that you do as a hobby, that you feel compelled to do it, but you're in a dead-end job or something, this is encouraging you to tap into those literary skills or those creative skills again. Write something down. Maybe you just need to journal to process something. I'm going to read the world from the book. I feel like someone needs to hear this. Expansion and opening up. The man in this picture is looking out over a bay, above which the beautiful sphere of the earth is rotating. This card is reminding you to expand your vision and contemplate some much broader options. The world is wide, so there is a lot out there to consider. In the modern age of technology, this could specifically be referring to creating or expanding to a more global network through the internet or social marketing. Drawing this card also lets you know that you have unlimited resources available to you, and now is the time to think big. As they say, the world is your oyster, so get ready to gobble it up. Okay, yeah, this is like about thinking small and not letting yourself get stuck, getting yourself out of that rut. I want to see if there's any guidance here, please. Any advice? This is the Chakra Oracle, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, whoa, okay. Okay. It's a very interesting depiction. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here. There have been similar messages about this. I think in the previous reading I did even, there's a theme coming through here of dealing with things from our higher mind, remembering our higher purpose, doing things for ourselves in terms of how it is going to benefit our spiritual journey. Not just benefit us like in a selfish way, but benefit our spiritual journey. I feel as if there really is, okay, for somebody, there's a situation here where if you are writing something or doing something, it's almost like there's a part of you, like an alter ego, like when a writer uses a nom de plume or a different name to write with. It says if you live your day-to-day life, and then there's this darker side of yourself where you write horror stories, or you let your demon surface, so to speak, but that's how you have an outlet for your art. I feel like that's appropriate for somebody here. And then there's definitely this feeling of things being aligned with what you should be doing. Focus on what you feel encouraged to do. Focus on what you feel compelled to do. This expansion is about realizing that you are more than just one thing. Okay, one hobby you have, or one job you have, or one relationship you have is not your whole personality. And you have to expand, you have to think out of the box, so to speak. For some of those, some of you who are putting something out there, like for instance, I speak for a living to a large degree. Sometimes if you are a writer, or you are doing anything to do with social media, or putting something out there, putting a part of yourself out there, putting your words out there, it's important to know that your words have power, and they can heal, they can harm, and they can heal. And we need to be very aware of what we say and what we do, because you could say one thing to a person and it could save their life because you listen to them for a day. Or they could have, like this depiction here, this person has something to say, and it's the key to someone else's recovery. I feel like for some of you, there could be somebody wise who says something that is meaningful to you, like where all of a sudden you have a light bulb moment and a realization around something, and then you can also put something out there. Your words have power. You can heal through your words. We've got this destiny card, so let me show you first what I'm seeing here. This person is thinking about things from their higher mind, all right? I'm not too concerned about the soulmate word here on the card. It's more about the picture and how this person is like forward focused. They're focused on the future, and they're using their higher mind to think, how am I going to move forward? And it's a part of them that is kind of the spiritual creative side that is putting something out there. And then it's like, this is destined to be All right. When I came up with the first situation here where I said there's a past life connection where you could have actually been a scribe or a writer, often we will carry talents over with us into the next lifetime. And I feel like this is what this is. It's something that you're remembering. It's not necessarily that you've even learned it in this lifetime. And that's how you usually know it's past life stuff. It's like you just remember how to do something when nobody's really taught you. And you can use this to channel certain aspects of yourself. You've got the light and the dark, the yin and the yang of your personality. You're not just one thing, you're multifaceted. And this can open you up to all kinds of beautiful things. These two are very much related. The colors are even similar. And it's like you are meant to be doing this. This is what you're meant to be doing. And you can actually help others. There's something that someone's going to say to you, or that's going to be meaningful, that's going to make you realize something. And one of those things is that your words have power and they can help. Gossip is coming up here, though. So I do think that maybe that is a sign to stay away from anything that you don't know to be absolutely true and factual in whatever it is you're putting out there. Maybe it is that you need to actually watch out for somebody else that's gossiping. Don't get yourself stuck in anything like that. Even if it's coming from someone who seems like a guru, or someone who seems to be doing better than you, or seems more in alignment than you, and seems more spiritual than you, I feel like there could be something there that is just off, you know. And it's very likely to be another creative person that almost makes you feel like you're a bit dull and boring. But it's not true, because they are putting on a show. Instinct. Do you see how this wolf even has like multifaceted parts of itself? This is exactly what I'm trying to say when I say the world card. Expand your horizons. One thing that you do or one thing that you are is not your whole personality. Be willing to have different versions of yourself. Be willing to channel them in different ways and explore them. You can do them simultaneously. And follow your instincts. Even when it comes to this thing about gossip, whatever it is, if something feels right, it's right. If it feels wrong, it's wrong. Spirit's messages are very simple and they come through our gut instinct. Your gut instinct, your third eye, your higher self, they're all one and the same to a large degree. The messages that come through spirit come through your gut instincts. What you feel compelled to do, what you feel to move away from. Follow those instincts in whatever it is that you feel like you need to pursue. If you feel compelled to do something, it's probably because you're meant to do it. Okay. Focus on your spiritual journey. This is very, very, very spiritually based. That's what you need to be focusing on. Not the people in the physical 3D that have got a lot to say and are flashy or trying to convince you of something, or how spiritual they might be, and you've got a concept of how you think you should be moving forward, and someone saying, but it doesn't work like that. Oh no, that's not the right way to do it. There is no right or wrong way. There's only your way. And that's what you need to do. You need to be listening to yourself, looking forward towards your future and how this is going to benefit you spiritually. Know that there's some kind of destiny playing out here, and your guides want to help you to bring that balance, that work-life balance maybe, or the balance of you not following or making time for what it is that you really want to do and you enjoy. And they want to help you. They want to bring this in. Even this bearded character looks a bit like the other one. There might even be someone that you do have in your life that is going to give you really sage advice, that is older and wiser, or just wiser and experience something. But beware of the imposters, okay? Beware of the gossipers and those that are trying to get people to follow them. And there's a lot of charlatans out there, so watch out for that, especially if you're on a spiritual journey. Trust yourself. Trust yourself and know that you have multifaceted abilities, potential, and even maybe personalities. Okay, I'm going to leave that as that. I think. I'm not done. Okay, so you see this character here. He looks to me very much like the same characters that we see here. Take your own advice and take the advice of those you know to be wise. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I wish you all a beautiful day. Please take care and lots of love.